that one rolling, and you guys can get into like talking about the records and stuff like that, and then eventually just give taste. Right. Is it that side? That's the side that.
Yeah, we'll do something.
We're streaming.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Whoa, we're running. There should be a. Yeah, the audio is gonna be a little weird, guys. Sorry for that. But we're streaming live. Both via and via the
And that uses Yahoo's, YouTube servers? Or?
Yeah.
Have you been doing video or no?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, it's just congratulations. We're trying to document the old Jolt Radio old location, you know.
Oh, gotcha. This is old school. This is the old school, and you guys are moving to a charter school.
People are already complaining. People are already complaining. That's good. People are complaining that Flash is
I'm gonna start doing a show with like. I mean, I heard the sports stuff, and it's just so cool, man. I think like a late night story.
Yeah.
And don't sell it. No, but you. Can I buy a story record? I'm sure I'm gonna run into a good little supply of them. And they're cheap as shit. But imagine like late night stories. Just hang out, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. You just kind of like take it that kind of cult radio kind of stuff. Which is cool.
I worked for the book fair last year and booked the bands for this place called the Swamp.
When are we going live?
We're.
I mean, us in here after this track.
Yeah, I guess we want to roll for free. You were saying
So Spam, I booked him to do a gig, and he was fascinated by the gig. So all the samples he used was famous writers reading their own book. You know, all that crazy like Afro-Cuban jazz he's playing.
Hey, Mark, you can actually move back that way.
You know, before his call off. But it was all authors even, like Mitchell Kaplan from Books and Books was like offensive that he like really thought about this to do the show, you know. And Charlie Pickett did the same thing. He talked about books, you know.
That's what I've been trying to get him in here, man. He's been so busy, I guess.
Do Spam?
Yeah. But probably for the next year.
Right.
He's cool. I love his stuff.
Yeah.
So long too. Finally, somebody.
Yeah, I think so too, and someone I think that will spend it right too. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And he's doing it's really awesome, you know, like. Do I know any of
Broken Talent song?
Oh
my God.
Yeah, this is cool. You can comment and everything.
Yeah?
Respond. That's
Really cool. I love it.
This technology is.
Can you
I put it up on the event page.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna figure that Yahoo thing, the YouTube thing out.
I figured it out this week.
So this first thing we're playing is the one I came. So this is way. This is just. We should probably talk about Far Out Records.
Oh yeah.
I love that the listeners are listening to our conversation right now. Yeah, no, because
So you get like
they're getting that audio off that camera.
That's cool.
Oh, I don't give a shit. It's the behind the scenes cam.
Yeah, that's where the shit goes down.
Bill Maher after hours.
Yeah,
Bill Maher after hours. Then nobody watches because it's like you have to go on the internet.
Man, Tate let me this DVD of Hugh Hefner had a thing that was Playboy After Hours. It was filmed from 1959 to 69. Like the early one had Lenny Bruce on it, and he really right. But like this 69 one, Sammy Davis Jr. was on. Weird like bands too. I can't think now. But Sammy Davis Jr. is the one that made me remember it the most because Sammy goes over and harasses like this the Morocco player. Tells him to quit. All right, cool.
Tell me the story of the bit.
Hey, sorry listeners for all the technical difficulties. Jolt Radio is actually moving to a new location in a couple of weeks, right, John? Is that right?
Yep.
Yep, sweet. So we're leaving you hipsters behind. We're moving away from Wynwood. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. I am Chuck Livid. This is another music podcast. My guest today, very influential gentleman from down in the South Florida region. He's been here for, what'd you say, millennia? Millennia?
I'm 50, so
there you go. Half a century.
Let's just say millennium.
Yeah.
I don't even know what any of that means.
It doesn't mean anything.
Some of you put in a drink.
Steven Toth.
Hey, you got it. Yes.
I pronounced it correctly?
Because no one ever does. And
Steven Toth.
That's my slave name anyway. So entertainment from like 1994 to 2009,
right.
And then Facebook made me Steven Toth again. You know, everyone, people call me Steven, and I still kind of freak out because people used to know me as Mr. E or Mr. Entertainment, the one-eyed Kings band. I played guitar. And did all this crazy stuff, made popcorn
You're
on
all
stage.
over the place, sir.
You know,
you are truly all over the place. Wears many hats, and a key, influential, force to be reckoned with down here.
Thank you.
So thank you for coming. We welcome back DJ Skidmark.
Hey.
My favorite DJ of all time. He's such a fucking awesome.
What kids?
He's like South Florida's David Lynch. He's punk rock in South Florida.
It's my haircut.
It is.
Yeah.
You need to grow it out a little bit. It's getting too short.
I used to have a ponytail.
Yeah.
I had my hair longer than his.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I saw that old picture of you from back, like,
I missed that.
12 years old.
Oh yeah, there's a great picture of him. Chicks. And there's a picture of him with a pony that's like awesome. You know that picture?
We need that. We need that here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Mr. Jolt, hi. How's it going?
Hello.
I see you've been moving things around.
Tired, man.
Hey, this gentrification thing's a fucking disaster, man. Even young white entrepreneurs are now being kicked out of the hood.
If $1 for a square foot in Wynwood.
Hey,
Delray
Beach right now is averaging about $500 a square foot.
Well, Miami Beach is
They're
$400 a square foot on Lincoln Road.
So nobody can find Delray Beach on a map. That's the difference. Miami Beach, especially now with gay marriage being legalized in all 50 countries.
That would be states, not countries.
All the countries. The countries.
It's probably past 50 countries.
I'm sure. Yeah. That was a fun.
I'm not impressed. I'm just like, this should have been done.
Long time.
I know, it's
I
amazing.
don't know. It's almost like
seems like 70s.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost like a marketing thing for the United States.
I am. It's gone because even the modern president was against this when he came into office 6 or 7 years ago,
but he was after he got it.
Yeah.
I mean, Obama had been. And he was for it.
Well, yeah, he
had to play.
He's doing the whole Clinton thing. The whole.
Hillary straight up said she was against it.
Right.
Like straight beating around the bush about.
But none of that. But I think the most
amazing
amazing thing of the whole thing is that they are what's considered the left,
right?
And that it has succumbed the right already.
With the quickness, because you would say, "Oh, it's going to take it at least another year to be legislated."
It's like the marijuana thing. Like when Carter was in office, probably the only time that I ever thought, "Oh, this may happen," and then never. And then in the last 15 years, what the heck? I mean, like, this has gone pretty quick to the point that, what I thought would never be the day. The gender thing was even faster, and both of those things come down to that. Whatever your weird feelings are towards, everyone ends up having a family member that either smokes pot or they're gay or lesbian or whatever, and then they realize, oh my God, I like that person, and my stupid tendencies are bashed at like hell, and that's the beauty of it all is that. But I never
crash now because everybody's.
I know. I was thinking, like, God damn, like it's going really viral. know.
The best,
man. Like,
the best.
But not at all.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't.
like little steps in this country are so like baby steps, and we're
yeah.
so far to the right that we're not even close. You know, to like hear, you know, that I mean, even Bernie Sanders, someone who socialist and has some weak
I'm voting
socialist
for him.
ideas.
I'm
Oh
voting for
yeah,
him.
I think the great part about Bernie Sanders was Penn Jillette had a write-up, and Penn Jillette's a super libertarian. You would never think he'd be interested in a leftist, you know.
Right.
So he's writing about what he had known about the modern people, you know, that
Right.
were running for office. And he went through the whole list, and he's like, they're not saying anything, this person's not saying anything, this person's... Then I got the Bernie Sanders, a guy that I just hate his policies. I'm a major capitalist. I hate everything about it. Everything I hear him talk about, I realize this is that's trying to solve the problems.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
for Penn Jillette, who's... I'd say he's anarchist libertarian. That he's a, you know, Rush Limbaugh or somebody like that. He's not that type of right-wing. Although they're both
I'm
having
voting for
tons of
Donald.
money.
I'm voting for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I think we have too many Mexicans in this country. And they're obviously all rapists
all
and murderers, you know, because they wouldn't be sending them over here if they weren't.
And they all golf at Doral.
Did you see the some building in New York? They were saying Trump Tower, but now I don't know. Somebody fucking lit the shit on fire, dude. So I don't know, man. You know, don't.
Hey, my favorite thing about Trump is, of course, he's the schmuck and like he just steals people money. You know, let someone else build a building, get the hell out of, and you know, makes himself look good. Well, the Trump places that were in Sunny Isles, they sat empty for a long time because they were built and then they died. Well, every year the buzzards would come and they would nest on the top floors, but the towers were so high I couldn't get a good picture of all these vultures shitting on the top floor because no one lived there. It was just fucking empty, you know. And it's like, man, this is such a great example of what fucking Trump is.
Yeah,
he built
yeah.
these really fine places for the fucking turkey vultures.
Who cares?
That's right. You know,
He's an environmentalist.
Gold.
that's our type of snowbird. You
He's an
know.
environmentalist.
Crazy. But you know, but my thing was like just a step that America took when I saw his speech, and I let him do it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, anybody can
Let
run
him
for
do it.
president.
And the thing is,
Well, I think
it's
every
like,
Republican is running for
Yeah, yeah.
president.
Hey
You
guys,
know,
just I am nominating myself
to
for
go
the United
president.
States.
Chuck Livid for
Chuck
president.
Livid for president.
Holy
That's
shit!
right.
Livid,
For president.
Vote for Bernie.
Livid Skidmark, 2016.
Yes.
You're gonna run
Wouldn't that be
my
something?
You're gonna run my cabinet of you know, and oversee the Library of Congress of Music.
I'm there, dude.
Is that right? Is that right?
Yeah.
I know how to
Are you
count money.
in a position on this cabinet, on my cabinet?
I
Hey, you can fly drones all stoned as fuck. Like it'd be real fun.
But see, my point is this: the thing is ridiculous is Donald Trump being nominated, or just I guess
Nominating
launching his
himself.
campaign, yeah.
But that's
So this is going to become. It
you
starts
know,
as a game. It
you
starts
know-
as a game, and then people are going to believe to the point. I mean, people watch Fox News all day, and they're fed up with shit.
Brainwashed.
Exactly. So imagine these people. They're like little sponges, and they're just waiting. Yeah, I mean, they're
with
of
pants on.
like they don't. They're
and like a squirrel
That's
lives
what
on.
Yeah.
That's
they
who's
don't
voting
read,
now.
They
That's all
don't
they
see
get.
it.
Sure.
So then this joke, in my opinion, is going to become something that people are going to come up
This
to
is-
and have
no.
a conversation
You know what's
about
a
Donald Trump and how deep he can
This
get
is
into his
exactly-
political campaign.
okay for liberals, without ruining the game. It's all Hillary. I'm not really all that Hillary.
Right, no.
I'm Bernie.
I'm so impressed
I'm
with how
Bernie.
many people are scared to vote for him. But it's not about like we're a dictatorship of corporations,
Right.
so
Right.
it's about who's ever's going to get the most money. And
Right.
I don't really see corporations giving us socialists money, you
Right.
know. But I think when you were talking about like Fox or any of that stuff. A few years ago, how like All in the Family and Sanford and Son and all these programs on TV, one of our idiosyncrasies of Americans, and then distinguish, Jefferson's, Maud, all those things. You had to distinguish. Oh, this is not reality or whatever. Well, now you on those type of programs, but that's what the news is. The news is the Jeffersons are all in the family. They give you this bullshit that's supposed to be the truth. I mean, and I'm not just talking all of them, you know, BBC, PBS, you know, Democracy Now. Those are something that's off the grid, you know.
Yeah.
Well, not
There's like
Al Jazeera.
Unbiased.
Al
so
Jazeera.
people watch
Unbiased
Democracy
as
Now.
they
Well, you
want, as
actually
they
do.
can
Don't
be.
you do the Democracy Now
Yeah,
thing?
we
on
broadcast
the show?
Democracy Now.
You know.
Oh, it's Amy Goodman and
Yeah.
Juan Gonzalez.
God
killer.
damn.
They're
Yeah.
brilliant.
Awesome.
Yeah, great.
Goddamn fucking communists.
No, but you know, it's crazy.
I know, I saw it.
I got this at the
Why do you,
sweatshop.
why do you think
Look
I
at
moved
this. I did.
some shot up Chinaman?
That's right.
I actually,
I love it.
And I bought it. I bought it on Sunrise Boulevard.
I know I'm gonna get some hate mail for the Chinaman bit. I was at Bank of America. I was telling you guys earlier, doing a business account. Right, we're cashing in a check account, and the lady's like, "Oh, so what do you do?" You know, 'cause she's inquiring what kind of tell her. So my wife says, "Designer," and I'm like, "I do tech and stuff," you know. So she goes, "You do websites? Give me your card," you know. And I only have the Tough Gnarl cards, which cards.
Oh, the
This is a very communist thing to do, because we have so many fucking people writing for it. Like, I did random math. It costs like $1,000 to print business cards for everybody. So I made a generic. My name is
Right.
blank, blank, blank. You know, and so, you know, and you could always reach us at submit@toughgnarl.com, right? So it's a nice card. So I'm filling it out, and she goes, "What are you, a fucking Chinaman? I can't read this shit. Write more legible." And I'm like,
Whoa.
who the fuck? I haven't heard the word Chinaman in ages. So anyway, so that's.
But then you already said it today because it's
Well,
ingrained
because
in you.
I'm
now.
bringing it back now. I think it's
You
my
go,
duty.
you go and grab your. You're like,
It was very, very, very interesting.
that's crazy. What does Bank of America charge you to have enough business account open? Let's put this.
Oh wow, we're getting hate mail.
Oh really?
Hate.
Oh.
Oh no, actually, I guess that's good mail.
Yeah, that means ride your
at,
bike.
At Sean. I can't say his name. Canadian shit.
Yeah, and
but
you know
anyway,
what?
but thanks for the.
So my band played South by Southwest about 10 years ago, and
Right.
we wore all my grandfather's Shriners.
Oh,
and
wow,
we
yeah,
end up in a national magazine, you know. And didn't call us, but a shitload of Shriners did. You know, they're like, "What the hell are you wearing those hats for?" You know, and
What it means.
oh my God, I'm gonna get beat up by a. You
Dude,
know?
when I lived in Sarasota.
That's crazy.
When I lived in Sarasota.
Anyways, I didn't want David Geffen.
How was
you want
South by
David Geffen.
Southwest 10 years ago, though? It must have been really fun and probably to the point.
It was a little past it already. Like, we went there thinking it was going to be great, and like the New Times sent a writer to tag along with us, but they sponsored us, and we had no idea, and that's how we got in, and it was great. They got us in. Well, they sent played, so they realized. So the only of us is us heckling Jello Biafra. He was there, like, announcing the bands, Alternative Tentacles, and he's like going minutes into the band set, you know. So me and my friend were a little tipsy, and we get off the stage, and he started, "Don't you know who I am? I'm Jello Biafra," you know. And we're like, "Yeah, friend, get the fuck off the stage, the band," you know. So
Skidmark is a lot louder than Steven D.j. Sorry, Steven.
that's because he's walking.
talking
Yeah.
into the microphone. I could sit
Fucking
back. farther.
stoners don't know what's going on.
That's
No,
right.
I don't know. And I get back because I'm loud. You
Thank
know?
you for whoever sent that.
Yes.
There's some.
I think we got to get this mic maybe closer
Yeah,
to
I'm
Steve,
I'm so
right?
loud too. So
No, I
So are you
fine.
from the
I haven't
Caribbean?
picked up on that.
Are you Caribbean?
well, Florida.
Yeah.
So that's
Close
the
enough,
Caribbean,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
You know, people at work are like,
Born
"You're
and raised
so
here.
loud." I'm like, "Oh, I guess it's 'cause I'm
But they're New Yorkers.
Dominican."
Not New Yorkers.
No, they're
Sorry,
saying
you can get,
they're
you
saying
can get
I'm
closer to the mic. I think.
Can I?
Yeah.
Well, he was right
I
up
don't
on
wanna
it
be too
before.
Yeah.
Huh?
A contestant on TV.
Hey, we should
before.
probably mention what the fuck we played opening. That'd be.
Oh yeah.
This
so
show's drinking listeners. Sorry.
It's Saturday, goddammit.
Yeah.
We started off with Cocaleras, which was on my last record, named Americano, which was
Translates to
American
Banana
socialism.
Republic.
But the joke was we were making a record. We were trying to make fun of Chinese democracy because that record was never going to be done, you know. So once we start making
Was
this
that
record,
a Rose's record?
yeah, you know, and Chinese democracy. That's not to do like American socialism. We real either.
It's not real.
But then they beat us. It took them 13 years to make it. 3, but they actually put the fuck. You know?
Yeah.
So that first song.
I heard they sold like 8 copies.
That's right. We sold more. So. And then after that, we listened to, that was one of the first songs I wrote, New Fun in Nowheresville. New Fun in Nowheresville. That is a redone, though, recently. And it's a song about Churchill's Hideaway that played in the 90s.
Would be like riding bicycles and Orleans.
Well, I have some at home. We should get on a bike and go ride the beach and eat sugar cubes. I've got these 2 sugar cubes left in the fridge.
Oh, I put them in the fridge, yeah. A mushroom escapade recently, and I think 2 days after, after, I'm still like,
I'm good. You get a beer?
Yes, please.
Dragon.
Anchor steam, yes.
That's some really good stuff.
What do you want? What do you want?
Yeah.
I'll just for the sake of variety, but this is really good.
In honor of the stream decision.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
San
decision
Francisco's
today.
finest. John's been just dying. Oh, a good San Franciscoian. Is that right? Is that correct?
Yikes.
Not correct.
Oh wait, no, you got Newcastle. Some of the UK's finest. Here we go.
No, you're supposed to drink it warm.
Cool. So why don't we play some tunes?
All right.
More music. We've got
Well,
that
let's
new
play.
music.
Is the 45 ready to queue up? The first
Oh,
band
yeah,
I
yeah,
played
yeah.
in was the One-Eyed Kings, and this is from 1994. We were on Far Out Records. It's 33 1/3. Did we say that? It's a small little one, but we made it the other speed. It looks like a bowling ball, and we were a cool band.
You were a great ska band.
It was ska and garage.
I'm gonna bring up ska in a minute. After all this.
Well, 94 was probably the year that really.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Boss Tones.
That was before.
Voodoo
That,
Glow
was,
Skulls.
Hell yeah.
that was
What-
before Jimmy Cliff.
Jane dies. Less than Jane.
What? We should
Mustard
all make
Blood.
something and like make a fund or something and those skulls again.
Ah, I love those guys.
Fucking shit.
We played the One-Eyed
I
Kings
did
played
a
with the
show
Toasters
them at
back in the
Studio
day.
A back
You know.
in 2007, I think, 2008. Remember Studio A?
Oh, yeah.
Voodoo Glow Skulls
Wow.
played there.
Here we go.
Yeah, One-Eyed
I
Kings.
smoked out with them.
Everyone loved this.
Oh, yeah?
Fuck yeah. Smoked with everybody. I smoked with Eddie Spaghetti the other day. Now he's got cancer.
Jay McCarthy, repeal progress.
We got sound on that record or no? Because this, I think this was our job period.
Yeah.
Oh no, I hear it.
Where'd you
I heard it in his headphones.
Yeah, I don't know what.
where'd you record that tape?
At Sync, and it was recorded the same time as Lolitaville by the Holy Terrorists. That's where I met the Holy Terrorists. Was so that was Rat and Boise Bob. Boise Bob recorded this. Sync. Started. It was on Lincoln Road.
Oh, it's not shooting me the sound here,
What's that?
but it's streaming.
Get out in the world, people.
Yeah,
This is the world.
Hey,
fabulous
you guys,
world.
you guys can comment and put. Oh, here we go.
They all-
So you guys on YouTube world and watching the stream are getting the behind the scenes. There's about a 30-second or so delay, but
So,
it's pretty good. So,
yeah, look at.
Oh yeah, the record hasn't even started yet.
Oh, great.
But
But
it's probably about a minute. But,
Damn, like that YouTube Chuck is the shit. I gotta say.
you watching it?
No,
On your
but
phone?
I'm just,
Did you click it?
No, I'm adding the link to it, but it's amazing. I love it.
so are we talking over all this?
There's no music. They're not hearing music. They're hearing us talk.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, because it is the first time we do it. But really, feed off the console onto the laptop.
Right,
That
so
way,
like,
whatever's
get
going
from
out to the
the,
world is going out to the console. But unfortunately, John's too cool. To
Well, I mean, audio.
Can't find cables
They're
and
hearing
shit.
the music audio-wise on the nowhere. Only
they're
we're
hearing it. They're
Are
hearing
only
it.
we listening to this?
They're hearing it off the stream.
If
No,
they're
gotcha.
listening to the stream, then
They're
they're
hearing
listening to the music, which is kind of weird, right? It's like listen to the music.
Oh, I got you.
But then
We're only
right
talking
now-
in between the songs on the stream.
right.
Exactly.
Oh,
This
man.
is the behind the scenes. So
Gotcha.
what'd you say about Chuck Lewis?
Chuck's playing at the PRL bar.
Oh, Chuck has his big art show tonight. Up at
That's where we're going after
on the
this.
paper. Yeah.
That'd be great. Have you ever been
Where's
to that
that?
place?
Yeah, man. I wanted to go
Will
so
Manners?
bad.
Where is it?
Won't off in
Oh, I know.
Dixie.
Yeah.
Like 26. It's in this whole little land that's like awesome.
Is it geisha?
Got a warehouse.
Sushi?
No.
I love that place.
There's a whole
Geisha is the best
But
fucking
what- like the gay community, I guess, right? Like,
Oh yeah,
a
it's
very
even
big
more
gay
so than
community.
San Francisco.
You
when
wanna-
it
you wanna
comes
go
to
to-
City Hall?
like right now, day after that place is going to be
Oh
like
boy.
bananas.
Parades.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Hey, I hate
wanna see-
crowds. I don't care
yeah.
what. I hate
I got
crowds.
you. Oh yeah.
I hate malls. I hate a lot of
There's
things.
Tucson.
I just want to make sure, like, okay, damn, this is so cool.
Just naked at the gun show.
So tonight's
we got an audience of
Chuck's,
2 on the video live stream. That's pretty good.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
pretty good. Well, nobody knew about it. So
It's a poster party, yeah.
And does that run off the site?
it runs. The only people watching it right now are like anybody off Facebook.
It was on the page.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
In the last
Awesome.
like 2 minutes.
And it's a 35, right? Or 45?
What? 33 and a
33 and a third,
Yeah.
right? Okay. 30, yeah.
One at
That's
35.
pretty
Yeah, this one plays at 35. You have to spin a little fast. Space at 31, you got to hold it down a little bit. You know, you got to get the right drag. It's like Strawberry Fields Forever. Slow the tape down, George. I can't sing to it.
Did you guys hear about the whole conspiracy deal about what's his name? Paul McCartney died in the 60s or something.
Oh, the
yeah,
guy, yeah, Ringo Starr
Abbey
came out.
Road.
Said,
He's dead.
The whole
He's dead.
cover. And he would have been 28 if he didn't die. He was barefoot on the cover, and you get buried with no
A
shoes
friend of
on.
mine just told me, and I go like, "That's a bunch of bullshit."
No,
man.
dude, it was
Why
like
would
huge. Because you
Oh,
didn't see
yeah.
Paul for a long time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Abbey Road cover. It says 28F on the license tag, and he would have been 28 if he didn't die. He's the only one with no shoes on, and you're buried with no shoes on. You know.
So who did they?
Literally came out and
Like
said
a-
that the current Paul McCartney is
Oh, what?
not the real Paul.
Like somebody that looked exactly
Oh, well.
like
It was like
No, they didn't do
We
it.
can only
They-
hope.
Nobody
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
It's a big scam, yeah.
Oh.
Like
How
they
deep-
thought
how
it
deep
said
did
I
they
buried
get?
Paul on.
Howard Stern has nothing on you guys. Bring some porn stars next time to give skid marks.
Right on.
What do you mean
Yeah,
bring
some more
porn
blowfly.
stars? We're all porn stars.
Yeah, we are. We are.
Dude.
We just
Yeah.
came back from a
Bring
shoot
any.
just now.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Bang
Titties.
bang, we fucking ran on that girl.
Yeah, it was man titties,
Yeah.
but
Yikes.
If I had
Fun.
like endless stupid amounts of money, I would have a with only Asian women. That would be it. Just the Asian ladies.
I love Asian.
Asian ladies
I'll
from
take two,
all
they're
over
small.
Asia.
the guy in the one at Kings wanted to open a punk bar up called Club Baby Seals.
Club babies. What the fuck?
My buddy is a band called the Maxis from Iceland, and
That's
that's all
the
they
end of
do.
That could be it, yeah.
That was the end of the song.
Okay.
We're hot.
Yes, sir.
We are
Yeah.
live. Are we live? Sorry, guys. We're it's kind of a rainy day out, and power's flickering on and off, and the
I'm
beer's
surprised
nice
we
and
haven't.
cold.
I'm surprised we haven't had a little
Beautifully.
surge. We had a little surge earlier.
Oh, there was all
It's not
sorts of
like
shit.
that.
You should have seen bitch earlier
Oh yeah.
because it had the gate.
Oh, the
thing
gate,
closed.
like, you had a
carrying,
limbo
50
down, like,
fucking
hey.
bags of electronics and shit and beer. Thanks, guys. Anyway, that was, so what are your dad?
1993 or 19...
Here says
Wow.
lovingly recorded by Boise Bob and Sync Studios, Miami, home of Blowfly.
Oh shit.
Says that on
Wait, let me see that.
It says it right there.
Blowfly guest here on the show.
Fly back in the days, basically, well, I know Rat won't agree with this, but, you know, he helped out Sync Studios. He would bring his work in the daytime
Right.
of, like, either who he was pushing or whatever. Or I don't think they my records there.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is we do have something set up here later where my band split with Blowfly. My modern band is a bunch of fun guys, and I'd like to talk to them, but we'll talk about
Tom, you should be listening to this.
Tom Boker.
Tom Boker.
yeah. So
They just recorded it.
Well, yeah. Well, we ended up just putting it on here because, you know, I mean, when you do a dirty rap tune, if you put it on the B side of a Blowfly record, are you actually going to even be half as, you know? So, around with the song, and we wanted to do it, and I mean, it was just a joke at practice, you know, and we ended up recording it and into like it has a little more feel,
booty bass,
and a lot of really stupid things, you know. It's very Miami and all that stuff, you know. Like the rest of the record, like we wanted to put it on side 2 to start off the record because it would really confuse everyone. They'd be like,
right, what the fuck
is this the wrong band? Tagged it on.
URP fucked up again.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing that amazes me. Like, we haven't guess on the air was when we got this new record back.
Yeah,
you know,
hold on. Let me hold that up for the video audience. Here you go. That's
we were
Book of. What a great name for an album.
Thank you.
Look at the artwork on the cover. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, this is brilliant. This is beautiful.
So that again, that's Richard Vergas. He did the artwork.
Oh, he
and
did?
He had the idea.
Buttersky?
And he played in our band at one time, but he was living in New York. He knew the title beforehand. I don't know if this is how it actually worked, but
He's playing tonight.
Yeah. The Gramps?
Yeah.
Right, he's back living here
Drowning the
again.
Virgin
Silence.
I didn't know
that's a pretty serious.
You should see his act. His act is pretty intense.
Yeah. Richard's great, man, and is very much like concrete or like sound and tape and not exactly. I mean, sometimes beats and rhythms and stuff like that. But I guess because we were talking about booty bass, maybe we should go to that. If you got that.
Yeah. What's
it's number 9.
Right.
Number 9. So Booty Bass is one of those songs that we'll probably get the most downloads from. Like we do a punk rock version of Diarrhea, and like it's the only song that ever made me any downloads. Like every 6 months I get $50 because some
People
middle
are
school
stupid. People are stupid.
Kids, and they just all buy it. And I think Booty Bass is going to be our big seller on this one because it's like it's like Miami.
Is that on the?
Miami, and the rest of it is like protest songs and weird shit. But
I appreciate that you use Roman numerals for the numbers.
Because it's the
design on this is brilliant.
Oh man, Richard is amazing. He had
Richard Vergas.
Yeah,
it all makes sense.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Well, it didn't make sense, but you read it.
Records.
All you had to do was see the letters. So I think with this, he had the title.
I actually met your Radioactive.
Awesome.
Long
me and Richard worked there longer than me, but I worked there until I worked there like 2009, 2010 at the old location where they we used to do like punk rock
Sushi
Sundays.
Rock.
Japanese market.
Yeah, that was
we love Japanese market.
So ladies that go in Japanese market personally. I'm sorry, I got to think.
I'll take 2. They're small.
2 appetizers for you there, or is it an appetizer and a dessert there, Skidmark?
This is awesome. This is like it's like on a Richard Pryor record.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like great. Sorry, Booty Bass. We're leading into the most.
All right, Booty Bass.
Let's do this.
This one goes at this is Scandalicious. Scandalicious is the guesting on this, which is the Scandinavian rapper. Delicious.
Did you guys see Bam
Hold on.
got lifted up?
Oh yeah, by that fucking dude. What? Some like gang. What was it? Vanilla Iceland. Rappers that kicked his ass.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna build a skate park out there now.
You should hear this in my car really loud. It's the bass vibrates by the
Hip hop, rap, link to video.
I took a dolphin to the dentist to get his blowhole clean. He wouldn't give a so that made my dolphin mean. And he shot him up, used little cocaine.
It'd be great on the flip side of it.
My dolphin went insane.
Batman disco bass.
This is
brilliant.
And Barry, the guy who plays guitar on this, he like played, and I guess I should say the flavor.
Don't know how
Knees and a Maureen Tucker record, and did some of those Fritz classes. And
go. I'm a fashion, my is sure to impress. Girl, you know what I want. It's right under the
I hated it.
Look at Skidmark. Man, you guys on YouTube are getting a show.
I don't even like it now, you know?
Girl, there's only one place in this world that I love more than your body. And I'm about to go there right now. Take my hand. Are you ready? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Take me Taco Bell. Take me Taco Bell. Take me Taco Bell. Take me Taco
the only thing better than pussy is Taco Bell. Golden Delicious.
Drop it.
I don't think so. Called Churchill's.
When Dave first bought the place, it was Charlie said C&H, so making a new sign, he just called it Churchill's Hideaway. So it was that, and then yeah. So I think since we got Broken Talent lined up, maybe we should talk about bands that influenced me because
We got to do a giveaway too.
okay, which is going to be the
Yeah, one of those.
I got that in the mail yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, Broken Talent. They
All right, you ready?
printed those up in Orlando.
That was.
pretty awesome.
Mr. Entertainment in the Pookies.
It's still going.
Doing
All right.
That was fucking epic. That was Mr. Entertainment and the Pookiesmackers. Do not drop the ball. Bring in the booty bass.
Hey, if
Whoa.
The booty bass.
I like the Pookies.
if we're gonna do it, we had to do it
Mark
right.
is dancing. YouTube just got the best show ever. You know, whoever the dude that was talking about, getting prostitutes or hookers, here, they missed Skidmark's little dance, man. That was good.
Like Detroit White Boy Soul.
Yeah, that's right. You're from Detroit too.
Yes,
you
sir.
know all about that booty. Yeah, like
Miami.
God, a long
Skidmark's
time.
DJ Skidmark's got a fucking masters in the booty. Bootylicious.
So with Booty Bass, we had a drummer move out to California beforehand, and it was just sort of a joke in practice. You know, basically practice. We for like 15 years, my band. So practice consists of 30 to 45 minutes of fucking off.
Right.
Smoking weed, drinking,
Right.
whatever. Goofing off. 30. Whatever our set is, and then for 20 minutes after that, they make fun of my songs. The rest of my band
is
sit around. Oh no, they'd quit my band. If we can't make fun of
Pookiesmacker
yeah.
asshole.
Oh, they're probably better songs.
Yeah,
I'm just such a dick that I'm like, no, we're doing my change the world songs instead of change your underwear songs.
Right.
Booty.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Number
well,
one
see?
seller.
And
Yeah.
I didn't do that. That was someone else's idea. Booty Bass.
I love how you close out on booty bass. The record closes out on booty bass.
Well, this is really like
The Book of Guinnesses.
It's the song previous to that is The Last Testament, and The Last Testament is a song that I wrote. Running title for London Calling at the time, and London Calling had a cover thing where it looks just like Elvis' record,
Right.
and they were saying that Elvis was the Old Testament and that London Calling was the Last Testament. That and ended up being called London Calling. So I wanted to write this song called The Last Testament, and I had written this other song that wasn't titled that, but I realized it was all about the Last Testament,
Right.
and it's all the religious people going back to the Garden of Eden or Bethlehem and going and killing each other and leaving the rest of the world for us, like the meek inherits the earth. That's not really a bad thing, you know. So we wanted to end the record off with that, but then we realized that Booty Bass would be the perfect thing that after the end of the world.
There should be booty music playing.
That's
after
what, well, would be a party after that
Yeah,
because
yeah,
all of
totally.
us that survived it
Right,
would be
right.
like, wanting Taco
All the
Bell.
fucking crazy, like, right-wing Christians are coming
That
on.
happened.
One of my favorite songs ever, The Last Testament. It's a great track.
Ah,
It's a great track.
also had
I don't know.
a key. When did this come out?
Your rivals.
Probably 4 or 5 years ago. You check them out. You dig them. Dave, their guitar player at Chaos and Tejas out in Austin, Texas. Like
Cool.
2011 or 12 or something. There, and I met that band there, or the guitarist Dave, and we hung out the whole fucking time, dude. That guy is the coolest. I flew out. Playing, you guys.
Sure.
Okay.
I saw them at South by
I've
Southwest.
seen them.
So
more
Guitar
on
Wolf struck Texas again, and I was like, I have to see Guitar Wolf. Like it's one of my, it's one of those bands that you need
They're
to see
pretty
live.
sick, aren't they?
What I loved about them
I
was
love
they
it.
knew 5 words in English when I saw
Oh,
them.
that was it.
Rock and roll,
They knew
fuck
3.
you.
Yeah, they knew.
Fuck you! And then the best thing was that during the song, the guy reached in his pocket, grabbed a comb, combed his hair,
yeah, and
put it
kept
back in the
playing.
pocket, and kept playing. And I'm
Dude.
like, these
Wow.
fucking guys are awesome.
They're well. What I saw was I found out what the shtick was because I was hanging out with all these bands who were playing. So they go up to one of the bands, from like earlier in the day or whatever, and they said, "Hey, you want to go on stage and like pretend like you don't know how to play?" Rep asked them.
Right.
So what they do is they bring somebody from the audience up and they give them a guitar, and the premise is that Guitar Wolf's guitar is powerful that you don't need
That
to know how
anyone
to
could
play
do it. Right.
because the power comes from within.
Oh, yeah.
It's a rock and roll spirit. And I'm going to tell you another story in a second. So anyway, so that they'll bring somebody on stage and like all of a sudden it's this whole shtick, But dude was playing at like 160 fucking beats per minute, non-stop for like 20 minutes. The track was 20 minutes. It was just them bullshitting, and their drummer just fucking like kept playing like nobody. That's the shittiest job here. Like, fuck the guy that's cleaning the porta potties. Like, that's not the shittiest job. Of Guitar Wolf has the shittiest job. Like a motherfucker. But anyway, it was a great show, man.
That's why every drummer is a front man
Yeah.
eventually. Not only the bringing all that shit down.
Dave Grohl established that shortly after 1994. He's like, fuck this shit. Go up to the mic. A getter.
That's right.
Grab a getter. But anyway.
And write watered down,
Does anybody really like the Foo Fighters?
No, can't stand them.
I have a lot.
I have this thing to say about Dave Grohl. The wider his neck got, the it was. Once he got that big chunky neck,
Listen, their first record was good.
Yeah, I thought so too.
That's like
Second
first
one,
round.
not bad.
The first record was good. The second
Then Pat Smear started getting on the
Right.
records,
It's like
And
Henry
I
Rollins
gave
when
him,
he got a big thick
I
neck.
gave him a lot of. I have a lot of respect for Dave Grohl, regardless of whatever the bullshit is. He's got his audience. I don't understand the audience, but there's people that go to Nickelback shows. I mean, you don't understand these people.
Do you
Nobody
think
knows.
Bob Mole gets a check from this?
I
I
hope
don't
so.
know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anybody that actively says that they're a fan of Foo Fighters, and I can't get through an album of theirs. I bought their last record just to check it out, and I was like, man, this is worse than the last record I gave it a chance to. Maybe it's a bunch of people just trying to like Foo Fighters and keep buying their records.
Well, I mean, yeah, they hear that. And I know people, probably hate something that really sucks. Yeah. I mean, we probably all like something that somebody else
Oh,
thinks
yeah,
really
no,
sucks,
totally.
But
Everything he hates.
well, but I'm sure there's one in there that, like,
I was.
I wouldn't say it's embarrassing to you, but, I've talked about, singing. A singing voice is, fake for everybody, So
Right.
some people like some people's voices, some people don't,
Right.
And, Tom Waits, for instance. That's a guy who you're either going to like his voice or you're not going to like his voice.
Right.
And personally, I like Tom Waits, But the weird voice I always thought was this big fake voice was Warren Zevon, where it's like,
Yeah.
but he's not a bad guy.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
writes
yeah.
good songs. Faker than anybody else. I mean, every you're this character when you're a singer,
Right.
And so everyone's got their one, and I think Fighters, obviously they have a lot of fans, but they also have, absolutely despise them, and I think that's why.
Adam Matza is one of the people that absolutely despises the Foo Fighters. He cannot fucking see
Rob is,
Yeah.
Sure, if Rob Elba showed up at a Foo Fighters show, some like blue light would go off. Either be like the Foo Fighter police ass out of there, or the paparazzi to go, look, fucking Rob Elba Fighters show,
That's really funny.
Does he love them or hate them?
He hates them, and he makes sure he announces it all.
Like, hey, look, Foo Fighters, happy birthday.
Oh yeah. It's like he gets a cake at Dave Grohl's.
Skidmark, you know what's funny about this Foo Fighter company? Adam Matza did this thing on Facebook, on one of the groups, I think it was, on the South Florida music group or whatever, where he says, fuck the Foo Fighters. Like, literally on Tyrone, like, fuck the Foo Fighters. And Gaston
from Hit Play?
Hit Play, right, which we'll be talking about that show in a minute. He came back and he goes, no, fuck. You explain why you don't like the Foo Fighters, you fucking prick. And there was this huge back and forth, dude.
Between those two or other people too, right?
Everybody fucking came in, dude. It was...
I mean, my favorite day ever on the internet was the day the guy...
You have a favorite day on the internet?
Well, it just was so fucking hilarious. It was the day the guy wanted to shut down Churchill's, like 2 years ago. Like, he borrowed, like, they had an amp for him, and it was like this PV. I was like, all these things, people are doing this, people are doing that there, and for like 4 hours, people just wailed on this guy. Like, where else is a rock and roll supposed to be? Isn't the toilet supposed to back up at a rock and roll club? Like Fernie from, I don't know, and Hum the guy's page for his guitar lessons, and he like put him up, and he had like dicks in his hand. Well, no, not at first. They had a picture of the guy, and then someone said someone should put dicks in his hand, and with like 10 minutes, like dicks in hand, and like for it. Away from it, you're like, man, I got to go back to this because it was fucking hilarious.
I request somebody Photoshop,
and it was there. It was like bammo. You like had a barn. It was like double dicks,
Dicks for everybody. That's amazing.
Oh, man.
No,
he didn't shut down Churchill's.
I recently saw a Sam Pellerino, or what's his the drummer for Interpol.
Yeah.
Hung out with Rob a lot.
Well, he was in
Holy Terrors.
Holy Terrors, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Fogue, I can't say his friend of mine.
Abel Fogar?
No.
Fogarino.
Yeah.
Does anybody know where Abel Fogar?
Yeah, he's coming tomorrow. He's going to be here. Actually, if you guys can come down tomorrow, we're taking a big picture for done stuff here, Joel.
We couldn't do that today.
He's probably heartbroken since Venezuela went out of the Copa America.
Yeah, but
He's
likes
a fucking big soccer buff.
Awesome,
likes,
yeah.
No, but he likes
French teams
a lot
and
of
stuff like that.
Yeah, he likes a lot of European.
He has a show
French
here
teams.
called Bongs from Palookaville.
Hey, it's a good time to do a giveaway. So if you'd like a copy of the LP,
This would be the first one. We're actually having a...
Can you sign it? And that would be...
Oh, yeah. I want my
more
copy.
legit. Hold on.
As long as the rest of the Pookiesmackers.
That's right, yeah.
It's like, hey, is Dave Grohl's signature worth anything?
They can't write.
Because Kurt Cobain's signature is worth it. No.
Is
So-
it worth a shitload?
I imagine. He can't sign anything because he's dead. So if you'd like a copy of the new Mr. Entertainment and the Pookiesmackers LP, call 786-682-5946. Again, that's 786-5946. A signed copy by Mr. Steven Toth.
Toast.
I should have been a
You
dentist.
started on the
though.
right foot.
Well, no,
I know.
Oh, man.
It's okay. You fucking.
No, I like it.
I can blame the beer.
I've already told you,
One
listen,
O'Doul.
I'm Mr. Entertainment.
Non-alcoholic.
Hey, listen. After a few, I don't know what's going on anymore. But like a copy of the Mr. Entertainment and the Pookiesmackers Book of Guinnesses.
And it's not in store.
Just came out. I mean, you
that's
just
not
got
really... I just got them in the mail.
and you're getting it signed. So
And
that's
we are having at Sweat
are you?
on the 18th,
Okay.
which is the same day as the Quit show at Churchill's. So that should work together. That'll be the first time that you'll be able to get it in the store. And I think the following week at Radioactive, we're still working out the time. And Richard, who did the artwork, us worked at Radioactive, band, he's going to play there, but we're both going to play at Radioactive. Like
So
the good old
Richard.
days.
Yeah, under like on the
He's on the
Is
Virgin
he
Silence House.
back from New York? Is that what happened?
He is. He's back.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I got sick of the smell.
Well,
$600 square foot fucking business because that gets old too.
Yeah.
Sure.
and living in an apartment without windows.
I told you you'd be back, Richard. He's probably not listening.
I think one of my favorite stories of his
I
of
tell
New
that to
York was
everybody.
right when he got there, he slipped on some ice and fell into a dirty diaper.
Really?
Oh,
That's New York.
Welcome to
Welcome to New York.
my shit with New York and the fucking slush was like I didn't see the at the end of the sidewalk. You got to be very cautious with I guess you don't see
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
there's a big old puddle and just go in, sink in.
The gray
That's
Slurpee?
all, like chin high, like fuck.
That's like
And you have to
Michigan
like
winners, I
think
remember.
about every step
Right.
you take. That's what I hate about this.
Well,
show.
it's like,
all right, I'm
Joe's-
not gonna slip. I'm not gonna slip.
Joe's apartment. Did you ever watch Joe's apartment?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when he got off the bus, he like gets fucking mugged like immediately.
Actually thinking about that movie recently. A couple cockroaches in there.
So I want to bring something up because I thought this was interesting.
Say the number again, Chuck. Though.
Yeah, because the
people-
phone's ringing off the hook.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
786-682-5946. Again, that's 786-682-5946, and you can win a copy of
Yeah.
Mr. Entertainment and the Pookiesmackers.
And don't
Book
be one of my.
And if you are your name,
Because I'm charging you for the record.
No,
You
no,
guys
no.
can't get a free
Use-
one.
use another name if it's you
Yeah.
can say it's Johnny.
Say Hank Williams the seventh.
Yeah. Who's Tom Waits?
I heard that stuff real good.
Yeah.
Is this what's up? Is this a compilation that they put together? What's the?
I think it is. I think they had.
Are you on social media?
It's
I mean, are you
the
like
first couple singles?
Mr. Entertainment and
and,
Pookiesmackers? Are you on like Twitter?
I guess
I'm
an
only
LP
on
that they put up
Facebook
before,
as the band itself too.
God, they just recently put
They
this
just
out.
recently, put this out of Orlando. Rich from, what was the name? Aroma. What was his record company?
Florida's Dying.
Florida's Dying.
yeah.
I got this.
Solid.
Yes.
Probably even like
Let's
maybe
listen to a song
segue
from
to
there.
that. That
Yeah.
is
He's got the LP on the record.
Broken Tent came out from Florida's Dying, and Tent, who was a big influence on me. Again, he like in Open Books and Records. He worked there, and he moved away. Probably even at that in this band at that time, and he comes back. Does shows by himself, and some of the other things he does, and he's a good record pusher, and he has a lot of like cassettes that he sells, and some of the cassettes he has are like the Charles Manson recordings.
Oh, wow.
You know,
Jesus.
and
Of him going nuts? Or,
no, him songs.
No, he used to
Oh,
write songs. He
the-
wrote all these
you
songs.
know?
Yeah.
Oh,
folk record.
He wrote songs for like the fucking Beach Boys.
Well, Dan like got hip to him. Well, I don't know if you get hip to Charles Manson.
You know what's fucked
you
up?
know.
The
yeah,
Kim.
I
read the Kim Gordon autobiography, which is a really good book.
Right.
Girl in Band, I think is the name of it. Highly recommend anybody check out that book because I had no idea like some of the shit that she's been through. But she grew up
in Los Angeles.
at that time,
Right.
And like she knew people that fucking knew Charles Manson and shit. I didn't realize did Danny Elfman in like high school or early
Oh, wow.
college.
No way. I didn't know
Way
that.
before any of the
Yeah.
shit, you know, Oingo Boingo or anything.
Right.
So she's led a really interesting life. It's a great book.
What was that song they did? Death Valley '69. It was
With
all
Lydia
about-
Lunch? Yeah, that's a
man,
great
stop.
Well, that was Thurston and Lydia Lunch. Yeah,
Right.
that's a great track.
Mhm.
But play some tunage.
Oh yes, do love Broken
Talent
Talent song. Did we
Broken
pick one, or
Talent.
we're just going to play anything?
Play whatever.
We were gonna play number
My,
3.
My
Number-
God,
is that it?
Can beat
Oh,
up
yeah.
your God.
My guy can beat up your god. It goes along with the theme of.
Didn't Malcolm have a record store at one time?
Oh yeah, Trash American Style,
Yeah.
up in Connecticut, I believe.
Is this it?
Yep. I play this one at DJ.
They put it out. It's their label that's putting out old stuff. Florida's dying because they're new. We could even segue into Long Beach with being on the CD. Or you could do 7 then 8. 7 and then 8.
And then 8.
Yeah, because that's Jesus.
We got some religious
Time forgot.
Yeah.
phone ringing. I don't know what it is.
That's fucking weird.
It's a weird number.
He likes to do shit like that. We used to wear
954.
You go upstairs.
It's never been.
You go up there. You go to the
He used to got this on the
and then you work at the same building.
Well, he whacked off more when it was a record.
What are we eating? I invite guests to go eat after this.
We're gonna go to the well.
We have to.
We have to.
Yeah. We were going to go to Chuck Lewis's thing, which is only.
And they've got lunch trucks.
Well, what do you want to eat around here?
No, we could do that.
That's cool. That's cool. I have to go to the
I don't have to hear everything.
So you can play 2 songs in a row. You
Yeah.
can play the next one.
We're gonna play number 8 after that.
I'm gonna talk about
Some religious songs going here.
I know. And the God thing.
My God can heat up your God.
That was great.
Your God can suck
I'm dying to
my
read all
God.
this, man. This is good. It started.
I haven't even read it
very
yet.
catchy.
I know. I just got this in the mail yesterday. I haven't even heard it yet.
What did you
so
pay
it's
for it, if I can ask you?
$14 plus shipping.
Oh my God. I want to go with those guys from Florida Dying.
That's Rich Aroma.
Really like
Sammy Fogarino.
Fogarino.
He was married to
We got
Genie.
this is them.
Genie
That's him
and
playing
his
drums.
Hey,
Oh yeah. Palm Beach.
I mean, I don't need it. I need it. If you can get it to me before 8 o'clock, it would be great for that.
Sorry?
Some Magic City Mike. I mean, yeah.
Where do you go to listen to these? Do you save these shows?
Oh shit. I think yeah, it's. I actually got a.
I wanted to hear that show that me and what's his
It's
name
it's
did.
up there.
Yeah, I haven't found it.
Really?
Jolt?
No.
You don't.
I'm doing. No, because he's John's real crazy. I think it's
There's a podcast on Mixpod.
no. Matt. Hold on. Automat.
I want to hear the show that we did before, and I want to hear this one again too.
Oh yeah, dude, that's been up there for a bit.
Sure. What was his name? Milton?
Yeah, Martin. Yeah.
Both.
Toughroll.podomatic.com. But if you go to toughroll.com under podcasts, it's there.
Okay. Even go to Target.
I'm gonna be I think getting rid of the whole another music podcast thing and just doing something else.
Yeah.
We won best music site, music blog for the.
Oh wow.
So that means you won't win next year. They can't pick the same people
Or
2 years in a row. Tate always gets pissed
Tate-
off.
I
He
know
doesn't get it every year, and it's like, you know,
Yeah.
because of course they deserve it.
They are the best comic books. Yeah, it's on here. Skidmark and Milton Gas.
There it is.
And even the episodes I did before coming over here are on there.
Is the blowfly on there? I want to see that blowfly thing. I never did see that.
And here.
Right.
I think we know. It's not done yet. Oh, it's not done yet. Just because Booty Bass is next, we don't need to play that.
No, we want to hear the blowfly.
Is that number 9?
We should play the blowfly.
Booty Bass is number 9.
What do you want?
Number 10 is Too Fat to Fuck by Blowfly.
I didn't realize. Oh, okay.
What do you want to do?
Third wave stop.
All right,
I was very surprised about something.
we'll get on it after this song.
Don't forget the shows.
It's 6:20. I mean, we can.
Right, I've only got the. And then they'll pull my car.
All right, so I want to play a song.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Let's go play a song.
Oh yeah.
Not yet.
After this,
You're going on right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
You do the third wave ska thing.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Pete.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. We're gonna go to song number 6 on the
Every
CD.
first Friday of the month, I'm doing the PR.
You're right.
Starting this.
Awesome. So, Mr. E, what was it? We just hear.
That was
Holy
Palm
Terrors.
Beach by the Holy Terrors. Sammy Fogarino. We had his name wrong, which I can't believe. But
Is he related to Abel Fulgar?
He's the Interpol now, right? I mean, Sam.
he is,
goes
yes.
for Interpol.
And he
Really?
played for the Holy Terrors. But
Crazy.
the song before that was Jesus Is My Boyfriend by the Trash Monkeys, and we played The Broken Talent, new record that came out this week too. The Trash Monkeys were a really cool band in the late 80s and 90s that Bill Orcutt was in. All people, but just super fun. I wanted to play those guys' records and the Holy Terrors because they were an inspiration. I was really a fan of music, and this band Boise and Moss egged me to come on stage, and then I realized, oh shit, maybe I'm supposed to like doing the music too,
Right.
you know. So
That was your calling.
that was yeah.
Well, that's cool, man.
Even with do you want to go ska or do you want to go Tate here?
Oh, we're gonna go a little bit of both.
Okay, you do your thing first, but
Yeah, let's
I know how to segue
let's
this
not
in.
talk third wave ska because there's really no way to add that shit to the mix at any point because nobody, I don't know how the fuck to add it. I went to a ska show this last weekend, which I thought it was a dead thing. I thought this was dead, less than Jake-ish type ska.
Right.
It'd be
I
like
thought,
fourth wave. If it was
Yeah, yeah.
nowadays.
yeah, right. No, it's not though. It's third wave ska
Okay.
still going. So there was a warehouse show out in a place called Anonymous Guitars. You familiar with that joint? It's out West Sunrise. It's kind of its headquarters. It's a commercial or something like that. Real like right off Sawgrass Expressway. Cool spot. But anyway, so they had a ska show. My friend's band, Survey Says, they're from New Jersey, and they play that guyish stuff. I don't really care for it, but they're great dudes, and they're real good at it.
How dare you not care for it?
Hey, listen,
love
sorry,
it.
I don't give a shit.
Do you know that
I
one?
don't give a shit who you
Mustard
are.
plug.
That one Foo Fighters.
What?
I'm kidding.
What? But anyway,
having
so,
another
Everyone want a
one
beer?
of
so
Deb?
yeah,
Beer?
I'll take it.
Anchor Sing Steve, what do you?
I brought my tea.
All right.
He's a tea guy.
Yeah, Chinese.
He's a wino. Is what
Wino.
she's a tea.
Yeah, I know.
WW. It's wine, water, and weed.
That stands for, right? www.
Wine, water, and weed. I like that.
And one of my favorite things, Reto Rizzo from he's trying to get here to Florida, and his line was, there are two things vital for the existence of man, and coconuts, and Florida has a lot of both of them.
So, do you know? Skidmark? You're at Churchill's quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see ever third wave ska bands playing?
Mustard Boy played there last.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like on
modern ones.
Yeah, like just new bands playing now.
Not many.
So
the presses was
that's what blew my mind.
Here, yeah.
They're moving to
Anonymous
And they're outta
Guitars,
here.
guitar shop. It's really in a warehouse district in West Broward, and they had this show. It was called Ska Prom. I guess it's been going on for a few years now. And holy fucking shit, man! There were like 400 kids in that fucking bitch.
They're having fun.
Oh yeah, dude, it was great. It was a great show. It was actually really exciting to see that happening because I didn't,
I'd like to see that.
I thought kids dead.
No.
Well,
He plays all the time up in Michigan. I've seen him on
Yeah, but
tour
they're not
recently,
kids.
and-
I'm talking about kids.
They're our
I'm
age.
talking about like
Yeah,
You're talking about the people
I'm
even
talking about
playing the
kids.
music.
They're kids and the people, the crowd, they're kids, they're little kids.
I think
You
one
know?
thing that happens with ska that makes it maybe consistent is that there are still marching bands in high school. And what the hell else is it?
Yeah, what are you
plays
gonna do? Play horn, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not low, and then it's a great, thing. And then you realize also, even if you play guitar, drums, or any of that stuff, that, oh shit, I can't fucking
Oh, we had a
do
missed
this
call.
for a
We had a
living.
missed call.
All right.
Oh, we're gonna call back. I'll call you in a minute.
But that's great to hear, and it's great that it wasn't just...
It was very reaffirming, and I think that those kids need a voice, man. Like, I don't think, it reminds me of having to go to,
Right.
and trying to find a place to have shows, and I think they're at the same kind of place. So I guess what I'm trying to reaching out there, if third wave or whatever, I don't give a shit what wave, anything that the youth is kind of like really stoked about, I'm all for it, and it was totally that vibe. I couldn't even take pictures because it was so steamy in that fucking.
Kids
The
were
lens
dancing?
just fucking fogged instantaneously. That's how fucking crazy that show was.
Where was this, Orlando or?
No, Broward.
Howard.
Yeah,
That's part
for
of
you,
Orlando,
that's like Fort
isn't it?
Lauderdale. Yeah. Anybody in Miami, if it's
I
north
always
of,
tell that.
bro, that's like Disney World, right?
Hey Chuck, I'm by your house.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. This guy calls me.
I'm
He's like,
IRL, man.
He's like, yeah, I'm down the street from your house. I'm like, why? Where are you? It's like, oh, Aventura.
That's
No,
not
you're.
down the street.
Yeah,
You have a
I'm in
county
West
to go.
Boca. Yeah. You're fucking nowhere near my house. So before thing, Skidmark, you pass these. Thor is playing at Vintage Tap
with Nashville.
with
Pussy.
Nashville Pussy.
Yep, that's gonna be great. And Milk Spot and the Fleas.
Oh, Milk Spot's
Milk Spot and the Fleas.
Holy fuck!
Milk Spot's really good too. I've seen Valiant Thor, but I've seen Nashville
Dude, Valiant
Pussy.
Thor is a fucking
Nashville Pussy
mighty,
is some
amazing.
kind of show.
This is kind of a sad thing.
Del
This is
Rey.
kind of a sad thing.
Never been there.
It's kind of a sad thing.
Why?
See, have you? Vintage Tap, and not knocking. I'm not knocking it. Vintage,
I was gonna say,
Vintage
that might
Tap.
be my first
And listen,
show
I
there.
work in Del Rey. My day job's in Del Rey. Vintage Tap's a great joint, but it's really small. I mean, it's half a Churchill's, if that. Okay.
Was it bigger than the Creepy Tiki? The Creepy Tiki.
Creepy
was
Tiki. It's about
scheduled for
it's,
Creepy
it's
Tiki.
about Creepy Tiki status.
Oh, okay.
And I haven't been a Creepy
And
Tiki in a
Rob
while.
had to
I don't know
move
what
up there
they've
for
done.
some
If
reason.
they've done anything, but
I'll tell you what they did.
But it's August
They put a
18th.
lot of Glade in that motherfucker.
Did
So
they
we
really?
walked in and we're like, God damn, air freshener in here. And like, yeah.
So check
You
this
get home, You
out.
still smell like that
Blade.
stuff.
Nashville Pussy in downtown Disney. My wife. And this is back. I mean, they're closing all that shit down, by the way. I don't know if you knew. There's some really cool stores, like Virgin Mega store.
That was a cool.
Dude, that store was fucking.
House of Blues was there, right?
Yeah, right across, right. Fucking heaven. That store. You walk in, it's like it's well lit.
I could
2
spend thousands
floors.
of dollars there.
You-
I hate that.
At the House of Blues, fucking Nashville Pussy was playing, and I wanted to get tickets. We wanted to go see them, and they were sold out. And that's House of Blues. I mean, House of Blues is a really big joint.
I've
Right?
seen that
Yeah.
side,
sold out.
I mean, it's
Oh,
definitely
Ministry
over
is-
500, I would think.
Ministry, holy shit.
Years ago.
House of Blues.
Blues is like
Backstage
1,000.
Well, that's what I mean. It's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
over
yeah.
500.
House of Blues
This
is like
place is-
1,000. We went to Screeching Weasel to House of Blues in Orlando. That was, that was pretty fucking epic. But anyway,
This venue's 100
this is
people.
This is 50.
Yeah.
This venue's.
That's gonna be a fucking sweatbox.
So we'll all be standing.
That's gonna be a
outside
great show,
watching
though.
Nashville
August yeah,
18th.
and don't misinterpret what I'm saying.
Gallery.
That's awesome for Vintage Tap, and I'm stoked to fucking see both of these bands. And you,
Valiant.
Skidmark.
You didn't even know.
the Valiant guy, I didn't know. I didn't see it until right now. I'm like, holy fuck, dude, that band live is.
I don't even know.
I saw. Or no, I'm sorry,
No.
not in Detroit. My bad. Close enough, Youngstown, Ohio. They're pretty good. So the other thing we got is Quit reunion show.
Oh boy.
Saturday. Oh, well, I guess I should say this. Nashville Pussy and Valiant Thor at Vintage Tap August 18th.
Mm-hmm.
VintageTap.com is the site for that. Check it out. Quit's reuniting. Didn't they
Yeah.
play recently?
Yeah, they did a
Yeah.
couple shows so far.
Okay.
No,
Just
I
kind
don't
of-
think they've played yet.
No,
No,
they're
no,
supposed
no,
to
no.
be doing a bunch of shows.
They're doing 3 in a row. They're playing one in Orlando.
I could have sworn they just
Tampa.
played not that long ago. It was, I guess
They
it
were
was
practicing.
I
They've
guess
been
it-
practicing,
up.
at Churchill.
I mean,
I'll
you
just
know,
shut
yeah.
up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, no, hey, listen, I'm excited as fuck to see
Practice.
Quit.
Yeah, with Hit Play, the Shark Valley Sisters.
Valley Sisters.
Really, that's Rob Elvis' band.
That's Rob and,
And Fausto from Load.
Just a
Oh,
two-piece.
wow, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Shark Valley Sisters.
Rat Bastard,
And DJ Skidmark.
good. DJ Skidmark.
At Churchill.
DJ Skidmark's actually the headliner on here.
It should be.
Hit Play, also playing. Hit Play,
is Danny
Gas-
Gonzalez?
We were talking about him earlier.
Gaston's actually hitting me up on Facebook back and forth. You know, because I brought up the Matza.
Oh.
But anyway, the Hit Play, I got to review it still. It's a good record, man. Yeah. It's a shame we're breaking up. I think that was the deal. Right?
Yeah, I think a lot of them.
Quits reunited. He's calling it quits.
Right.
Skidmark live. What, every first Friday of the
Every
month?
first Friday of the month, I think
And-
we're going to try and do on Hollywood, yeah.
PRL.
Skidmark. Playing in the window.
Such a cool
Hey,
bar.
check it out. Hold on.
And they have pedo.
Do they
So,
really?
yeah, they have a.
I was gonna get a
Like,
pedo bear fucking.
Yeah,
too,
they,
at one
she
point.
has it there. I was like, God damn, shit.
Both Skid and I live in Hollywood. My mom grew up on a farm in Hollywood, so it kind of goes back a long way. Even my Shriners hats that I wore was the Hollywood president, like 1964. And Hollywood is the ultimate mutt society. We're not pretty there, you know. And we allow anyone. It's the ultra anti-hit. You know?
Well, they do call it Hollywood for a reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we want to
weird.
keep it that way.
We
So
love
all
it.
you hipsters down here in the other wood, we don't want you. You know, we don't want the whole town. We don't want the whole town to look like someone drew crayons on the wall.
What's the name of the
What's-
of the bar? Is it Octopus Bar? Is it?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
down the
You know, I was
bar.
having-
It's
I was
like
having-
a big drag. Like we saw some shit there.
We were having this talk with Party Flag when they were here last time.
They're playing PR like on the 3rd.
10th.
Oh, yeah.
No, the 10th.
Oh, let's bring up
Tonight.
Chuck Luce's thing. Chuck
Right,
Luce's
right,
thing
right.
tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
Tonight.
What's going on? Skidmark, you know about it.
And I do.
Gig
But
posters.
Wilt
It's a
Manors?
big art show in Wilt Manors at the Bunker
South of 26th there.
Highway.
Big warehouse, yeah.
Um,
Dixie
It's the Bunker. If you haven't been there, it's this cool with multiple buildings on it, and there's a. This is just like a him. He's Jim Hammond, the puppeteer. So it's super cool. He does his silk screening and all that stuff
Yeah.
in there. But also there's these big giant puppets in the building and stuff too. So,
I want to take pictures of puppets.
and so tonight they're having a big art show, probably the most I've seen together before. Chuck is a great artist, great T-shirt,
Soundforge.
you know, Iron Forge.
Iron Forge.
I think.
They were here not too
August
long ago.
August 22nd. We're still looking for bands.
I know. Wasted it.
We're looking for August 22nd. We're doing the second annual Tough Gnarl We got voted, best blog by the Miami New Times this year. That's pretty exciting stuff.
Woo!
So we're doing the second one, and to bring this up, we're bringing down Chris Barrows of the Pink and his new band. They're playing.
It's just called Chris Bear.
Actually, I don't know. I think it has a name.
Really?
I don't know. Well, that's No Fraud is playing. Haven't played in ages. Bringing the Crumbs out.
The Crumbs!
We're flying them here, Hawaii and LA. Come down here so they can play. And there's a super awesome guest that we cannot yet.
Dave Grohl.
Yeah. Gaston, Adametsa, and Dave Grohl playing.
And that whiny guy from
together.
Wilco.
A once in a lifetime thing.
And the drummer of Interpol. But it's going to be August 22nd, so it's going to be right after this Nashville Pussy. Man, I get Nashville Pussy down there. Valiant Thor, but man.
Whoa. Is this, where are you going to throw this up?
Churchill's. August 22nd. We're still working on it. But yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff. I'm going to call this person back because they called, and they obviously want a copy of Book of Guinnesses.
So you already signed it, Mr.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, we want to do that on the air?
This is kind of a weird,
I thought we
a
wanted
weird
to,
thing always.
to
Hello?
do a segue.
Oh, it's ringing.
Still ringing. I think
Why
you
can't
can turn
hear
it the other way and it works.
I think it's on the bottom.
That's on the bottom. It's always on the bottom. I thought.
He's probably not going to pick up. He's like, I don't know.
I don't know this number. I just.
Awesome, man.
Hey,
There's a
we're
robot
gonna-
on the record. I'll give you MP3s there, robot. This shit's real vinyl. We don't want. Remember you every.
Well, you could have won if
He signed it.
on LP. Signed.
Because we don't know how to answer the phone.
Yeah, but since numbers you don't recognize.
Call them back. Or well, let's
Yeah.
listen to
All right.
us back. And
Call
we'll
us
listen
back
to,
and
why don't we
we'll
listen to
hook
a
you.
song.
Yes.
Do number 6 on this. Segue on here. This is the E. It's called Dreams of Yogi. It's sort of a song about baseball, but the first line in the song had inspired me and Chuck Luce to make some T-shirts.
Okay.
And I don't know if I have the words right, but the first lines are, I used to take LSD and now I take and lay points or something like that. Like now he bets as opposed to like gambling, So I wanted to make like joke eat T-shirts. So I said, Chuck, can you design me an L Tiger shirt, but put the D on there instead of U, so it says LSD Tigers. And then in the eyeballs there were 25s for 25 LSD 25, So everyone will go up to you when you wear it. They're sold out, but you wear them, and people come up and they do like the chant of the LSU.
Are you tripping me out?
But then once people started seeing, like one of my bandmates wore this shirt to Austin. Everyone wanted to fucking buy the shirt, so I was thinking, oh my eyes, I want to write a song named Eyes. So here's the Eat song that we're going to hear that inspired me, and then I'm going to sing that song afterwards.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. Oh,
damn.
Great. Now we're good. You're gonna play it as well, right?
I mean, it's
But now I take LSU. The late points. First time Lasix gets me off. That's my
Who was the one that brought over? They brought over orange. Like that. And those.
I saw you swinging a fucking
No, we can do is probably put that guy there. So good. You need to get Mr. E to. Ever since I saw you play over at Graham for their audience.
Have you ever seen my whole band? My whole band is fucking. They just don't always play. Whole band or just me?
No,
Oh yeah, so we played 4 of us.
politics or what?
It's live
I'm
right now.
Because they didn't get their free record.
Oh shit, did they call back?
They call back.
Did they?
No, they I texted them. There's another number they called too. You recognize that number?
Barry, the man.
I'm gonna do some clickbait. I'm writing chick streaming right now live. Hashtag pussy video cam. I want to see what our numbers go up to. It's gonna be interesting.
Oh, you guys are coming in again.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
You just go straight to this?
No, well, let's do a little introduction. Introduce
All right.
what you're doing, and
So, like I said before, this is the song that
the Eat song.
that was the Eat song that
Right.
inspired me to church, that inspired me to write this song. I wanted to write, everyone has like their pro marijuana song or any of that stuff. I wanted to write a pro LSD. A couple of reasons. One, nobody really makes LSD anymore, so like I'm not gonna kids go out and get LSD or any. I mean, unfortunately, but. So, and I have to admit that, I don't think it's for everybody, but it worked for me, and that's sort of what this song is about. So, I got 25 in my eyes, I got $1 million on my mind, I got one in my heart, and nothing to hide. I looked in the mirror, thought I lost my mind. What's inside is what I did find. We're all here for a little old time. Hoffman's potion made me feel so fine. It's not for everyone, but it was for me. I'm a graduate of LSD. My pupils were so big, it was something I couldn't hide. My grin was ear to ear and my smile was wide. My sides hurt so much from laughing out loud, and the shit that we learned would make Huxley proud. We're all here for a little old time. Hoffman's potion feels so fine. It's not for every, but it was for me. I don't know, acid casualty.
I got what's left of a bunch of sugar cubes in a baggie.
No,
boy.
I know where we're going.
We should save those.
Well, I mean, the
Hey,
biggest-
Chuck is good. Chuck usually invites everyone for or whatever.
Cool,
Why
cool.
don't we just go do some LSD, man?
Go
See
to
what's
the
up.
beach.
Shut up, bro! I'm down, bro.
Well, that's the bummer.
Anybody out there want to fucking go tripping with us?
Licking a sugar bag 10 years ago, hoping it works.
Yeah.
Hey, you trust Skidmark, right? I trust
I
him.
know where you got it from. I trust them too.
Who makes LSD, by the way? I mean, that would be cool. That's good.
Nobody
That's
does
shit.
anymore. The people that got 90% of the LSD got busted about 12 years ago, and whoever makes it nowadays is just pot, whatever. So I mean, people just aren't getting the right stuff anymore. It's long gone.
Not as good now.
I know dudes that are doing shrooms. I mean, they're
Well, yeah.
raising.
I mean, you can grow shrooms.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, I've seen some crazy installations.
I'm looking for as
As of
mescaline.
late.
I had a friend.
I don't know,
Better
Skidmark.
than any.
Skidmark.
My
knows
friend
everything about everything.
My friend had 2 big peyote heads or whatever. So her roommate comes in. What the fuck is this rotten shit? In the freezer, threw them all out.
What? Oh my
Yeah, the next
God.
day, it's like, hey man, what happened here? No, I thought that was all trash in the
There's some
freezer.
dog shit in a
Yeah,
bag in the
yeah.
freezer.
I remember the first time I did shrooms. My buddy's like, "Oh no, you don't want to eat them like that. Put it makes it taste so much better."
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. Jesus, it's like the worst idea ever.
Yeah, I would advise whole.
Yeah.
Just
Just-
sugar.
So here's a little tidbit that most people don't realize or don't know. I know this just because I mutual. But you're teaching Tate of Tate's Comics how to play the guitar.
The Gitter.
The guitar.
When I came to the calling of that I should be in a band, there was a point a few years later where kids wanted to learn how to play the guitar. I was like, well, shit, I think I can do that. I don't.
Right.
I like recently. I'm a big sports fan when it comes to like soccer and stuff like that.
Right.
And I had realized that I had not sang the national anthem in so long that I had forgot the words. You know, which I mean, I don't. This isn't on, is it?
I don't know if you were to ask me right now, I don't think I can do it.
So,
I don't think I can do it right this
But then,
second.
Ask is Donald Trump though. See,
See, I can recite the fucking Mexican anthem.
I think it says with the squirrel.
Maybe-
My head
Maybe it's because I'm a rapist and a murderer. I don't know.
and a brunette or red.
he's probably that way.
Man, the crazy
He's
thing
that
about
way.
the Mexican. Are you Mexican? Or
No,
no?
not at all.
Oh, okay, so the
Well,
Mexican
to him I am. But
and the oh, I got you. Mexican with the Mexican national anthem at the football games. Real Mexico, they all stand with their hand over their heart
creepy
like this.
as fuck.
Oh.
Well, guess what? They won't let them do it at the FIFA games anymore. You see the people from Mexico in the crowd saluting their
But
heart,
they can't do it. Like,
but the guys on the crowd,
You
none of the
know.
players can do
I guess
that.
the rest of the like. You know what's weird though?
is that like a?
I if this is true, if any of the listeners know, I'd appreciate an answer. But apparently, we're one of the weird countries. Like,
Oh, this is international.
Hand over
then.
the heart bit. That's they look at that kind of weird.
Right,
in
yeah.
most of the world, they're like, that's kind of a fucking fucked up thing to be doing
Yeah.
while you're looking at a flag. That's very should be you.
Which the same thing with that, with this, but they're not
Right.
at all. This is just like salute your heart or whatever, But you were getting a
I
tape.
wouldn't fuck with the Mexicans. I mean, my wife's half Mexican. I wouldn't fuck with her, like or her family. Or
Don't you have kids?
He's a quarter Mexican.
Well, no, but I'm saying, well, you have at least once.
Where's the
So,
door when you need
come
it?
on.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
let's get back. So I had learned
A great dude.
back at
Not like that.
back when I first started teaching that. Oh my God, this is the gospel to me. School, religion, whatever, any of that. School. I didn't go to religion. I didn't forget the national anthem because of that. I just, wrote it a long
like a
time.
practice.
Yeah, it's out of practice,
Right.
definitely.
Yeah.
So I had realized, oh shit, this is the gospel to me. I'm not a player. Teach people this. So down the line, I had kids students at first. I had a few adults, and they weren't too fun at all at first. And then I got a few adults, and they started to be fun. And then Tate was like one, because Tate's a big kid, and he has incredible business with his comic book store and all that stuff. And he's got these kids that I've been able to influence with music and stuff like that.
He
too.
has the most adorable.
And they're very funny and
Like they really are an amazing. Amanda too. She's a great chick.
yeah.
Tate's awesome.
I've never met him.
Oh
I'd love
yeah,
to.
we got to go to that store one day, man. That's like
We
Disney
should.
World. I did a list.
I would be.
I think
Man.
I think most I've spent at Tate's is probably like in the range of $500 one time.
I mean, is
And that
that you
hurt.
just want it? It's like,
Yeah, I am a comic book nerd, but like I got home and I'm like, what the fuck did I just spend $500 on?
Well, like for instance, you wanted Tate to come. He's working or whatever,
Oh, yeah,
you know.
yeah,
And he looked at
He doesn't
me.
work.
He looked at me this week. He's like, "Well, I did on the show," and of course, Amanda's like, "Tate deserves his own show." The reality is that I play in a band and I have like 100 fans or 200 fans.
Right.
Tate has like 10,000 fans. You know.
Well, the reason
I mean, he's big. People like Tate, you know?
the reason I wanted to have Tate on the show was for nothing more than just to like pester him, be like, is he worth a shit? You know? It was more to like bust his balls the whole fucking show. But
oh man, he's like Yngwie Malmsteen, Bill Reinhardt, and Steve Howe. He's amazing.
Is he real? No. Wow, Tate, you should see the face. Actually, you can on YouTube. Tate just happened to get a new guitar player or guitar teacher. That's funny.
No, I mean I don't think it's about like being into music or any of that stuff, and I
He's
appreciate
an interesting cat, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I got nothing but respect for
that
him.
guy. Doesn't have time to be Yngwie Malmsteen. He doesn't have that time.
He doesn't have time at all.
There's a song past 1975 that he likes, you know? It's like, he comes up with these great, like, 70s tunes that, like, I would know, but I wouldn't totally know. I think it's in the Grass or Grazing in the Green. This instrumental that you would know when you heard it, and then some other band put lyrics.
I don't know Tate. I don't know that side of Tate. What the fuck Tate listens to?
And he definitely likes folk songs. He definitely, like, we did Suicide is Painless, which is a MASH theme, but that has words to it. And I don't know if you know that, but
I didn't realize there was...
Suicide is Painless.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a really
I know.
awesome
I didn't
song.
realize that Actually, sorry to cut you off. Now that we brought MASH up, I think it was either the last episode of MASH or the movie
Right.
that ended that had to do with a woman that killed her kid so the kid wouldn't make any noise. And that's how the fucking movie ended. Or MASH ended. It was like... Was it Korea, right?
Yes,
It, right. So it was like some Korean woman that killed her baby so the rest of the Koreans wouldn't die and wouldn't get spotted or wouldn't get found. And they were going there anyway, knowing that they were there, the Americans, to save them anyway. They didn't know what was going on. So it was like it was like the saddest fucking ending of anything ever.
I think that'd be the movie, because the program, like...
It's probably the movie.
watered a lot of things down, although the TV program was great. Once you see the movie, I mean, like, they played... Have you seen?
I don't know. I'm
So,
not
like, there's
familiar
a football game where, like, the MASH guys, they bring needles out there and they, lay the other team out while they're playing so they can beat them, So it is way more controversial. It's a Robert Altman film that is, like,
It's a
awesome.
great film.
It's a great film.
I love that.
I mean, there's a point where you once you realize there's words to that song. Oh
Yeah,
my
I never
God.
realized there was
It's a great
lyrics.
song, and I think it was Robert.
I
Altman's
remember the whole like.
same song, but it has words to it. I wrote it, and it is a great song.
Robert Altman wrote the...
Suicide is Painless.
Oh. I just ran into a Robert... I think it was... what was it? Miss Miller, I think it was.
Uh-huh.
And I was impressed.
Nashville
So
was
Tate,
great.
Tate has horrible music.
No, he's got great, like, weird ones.
Really
I know what you're
okay.
saying.
Oh, you don't think
The guy might.
he's listening, or he's not listening?
He's probably.
He has great taste in music. Spider-Man.
The theme for Spider-Man.
Oh,
is
man.
that what happens? There's a lot of like really comic book cartoons. Come on, Tate, sing along.
Here comes the Spider-Man.
That's funny.
But he's awesome, and I think I've probably had 40, 50 students over the years, and there's some that are consistent, and I see you over there laughing at our responses.
Naked Punk Chicks would be an awesome feminist band name.
There was a band from down here that only put out cassettes, and they were called Butt Naked Karate Girls.
Buck Naked Karate Girl.
Yeah, I got 2 of their cassettes. Really awesome. Buck Naked
Were they
Karate.
into?
It was way before that. You know, they were more like Trash Monkey stuff. So we probably should play something else from the record.
Yeah,
before
we need
all go.
and
Or we
close
could
off.
close
We
it
gotta
out.
go to
So
Chili.
we could probably do 5, or we just got time for one more song.
We could do
One
2.
more. You think so? Too?
One,
We'll do 2 more.
Let's do 2 more.
Well, hold on before we do that. Close off.
Yes.
Thank you on the show.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having
This
me.
is like
this is beautiful.
I brought
Thanks,
Skidmark
guys.
because I know.
My pleasure.
Skidmark.
I think your new co-host.
He should
I'm
come
just
back.
saying.
He seems like he brings a lot of wisdom to the table.
Well, he knows radio and stuff like this, so that's
especially when it comes
Yeah.
I learned a lot from this.
especially when it comes to weed
Sure.
and shrooms and
Mescaline.
And
accounting.
Who makes
I'm
that?
waiting for someone to come back with
Who
it.
grows
little
that?
The little micro dots. Anybody?
Oh, you remember
We
that?
know-
I
we know-
remember
we know
I-
some folks.
And I'll give you a little lead in on here.
Yeah.
The first song we're going to hear is 17th Avenue, Liberty City.
right.
And it's about me driving through Liberty City and my wife saying, it's all a bunch of funeral homes, churches, and liquor stores.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, that's a song. And I went home and the cool part about it is we recorded that song. 3 of the songs from this record were totally recorded after. And they took 9 hours to do incomplete. The other 9 songs were recorded in our home studio at Jefferson Park. And they took 100 hours to, because you're at your home studio. Well, Rad has an arsenal of all these really cool things, and he had a vibra-harp, which is vibes that and has this really great sound that they used on Motown records and stuff. And you'll hear this song, and then the following song called Make Room for Jesus, and that was written by Barry Stock, who's in our band, and he played with, I'll just fill you in on bandmates real quick. Barry Stock, he's in our band now, and he wrote that song as very Butthole Surfers-y sounding.
Right. I got a lot of that on this record actually. A lot of early Butthole Surfers.
And we have some feels there. So Barry is he played a little bit.
Did you have somebody playing the saw on this record? Because I heard at some point.
No, we had
Or was it
we had Moog in there.
Okay, gotcha.
And Mahoney, John Mahoney is an engineer and guitar player and weird keyboard stuff. Barry Stock plays slide and guitar. Wrote a couple of songs on here. Mike Fulo plays everything. Played drums mostly on this record, but he played the vibra harp on this one song. And when we're at Rats, it's like mandolin and play that Hammond organ and play that. And then Brandon, who did the Booty Bass song, he's normally and plays different things too, but they're all just fantastic musicians. It seems like if I come up with 3 chords, by the time the chorus of the song, they are long. We play together so well. They're just really...
So the Pookiesmackers are all right. They're
Hell yeah.
gentlemen.
They're all right. And our practices and all that fun.
Don't give them too much credit though. Their heart,
To tell you the truth, I think every single one of them would even hate to hear that I was talking about them. You know, like, and they even hate when I announce them. I love doing thing. We're on bass.
Who's Hal Specter?
Hal Specter is Boise Bob, and he was an inspiration. He was on stage.
He was in
Boise and Moss,
yeah.
and Boise Bob and his backyard band.
The record store there.
Books and records.
Yeah, for years and years. He had long.
Hal Specter, congratulations! You just won a copy.
Oh my!
Signed.
He lives down the street.
Oh,
I can deliver it.
Oh, good. Because I told him to send me his address. You can take it over.
I'll deliver it to him.
So
Signed copy.
Yeah,
And he'll for the band to sign it.
Steven will be walking out over to your house later.
He really
Maybe
does
not
that
tonight because we're gonna be tripping
Yeah.
balls.
That's
But,
right.
At the beach, we're going to the beach right now.
Oh, dude, I did.
Hal will have one roll.
That was-
Man, I have a story. Once I was at the beach tripping, and we looked, and there was someone's entire cassette collection unwheeled up against the seawall in the sand. And we looked all the way down the fucking seawall, and we're going, how many fucking cassette tapes is this? And then we went down and we reached. It was that stringy seaweed that looks like cassette tape.
Oh my
God. It wasn't Zappa's whole. It's like, holy shit!
Pretty artsy.
Hey, the thing about never what it seems.
It was like, oh my god.
That's when I discovered
You know?
that Smurfs weren't real. Dude, the first time I tripped ever was, this is a really funny story. We're at this girl's apartment and like, I must have been like 16 or something, and her parents were out of town, right? It was like maybe 13 of us or something, and she's hooking up with this dude in her room, right? So we're all in the living room, like looking at clocks and like, what the fuck, you know? And out of nowhere, this girl fucking like the bus open, and she's screaming, no, no! I mean, like it was a violent. We were freaking out.
No.
She went, yeah. I was so right. So she runs the room, slams the door, you know. 2 days later, I find out the real story. I mean, like
we died of hunger.
No. She said that she saw Smurfs go as she was like hooking up with this guy. Like she saw coming up like the corner of her bed, like you know, kind of like climbing onto the mattress and jumping on, and it just freaked her the fuck out. So she just kept seeing Smurfs. I don't know why.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was a witness to that.
Have you guys?
Years ago.
Crazy shit.
I didn't like it.
That's like,
Yes, the amazing thing. Like
story.
me, I haven't even done acid for like a decade. You know.
Oh,
But the reality is like I have a couple friends.
TJ Skidmark.
I really did have some involvement.
Yeah.
That like.
I didn't realize,
and
I didn't realize Skidmark was a Pookiesmackers.
He's our manager.
one core.
Like I have some friends that shit did nothing for,
Right.
and I have other friends that was a trip they had on it. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So it's amazing how
The Salvia never did anything for me.
to where
To
other
me, it was
people
a
I know.
PCP trip.
Yeah,
I got
I
a
was-
rug burn on my cheek because
I was really
I went on
disappointed.
my floor and my friends was looking at me like, "Damn, Jay, you're losing your shit, man." And I was on my right cheek, spinning around on my leg.
I'll tell you what'll fuck
So
you
The
up.
next day I woke up, I'm like, dude. And
Wow.
he's
That's why your beard doesn't grow
like,
fully
5 seconds.
on that
Oh,
side.
maybe. It could be. I don't know.
So should we play music
Fucking-
for these people?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
just keep
in a-
talking.
In a minute.
All right.
In a minute, we'll talk about the drugs situation.
I think we're doing plenty of it.
I can tell you. I won't say recent, but somewhat recent experience. Remember what the weed? It was like legal that you could buy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Before
It was horrible.
before the Four Loko, they changed the chemistry on it, kind of like to be cocaine, and you know.
I got to say this because you said 4 Loco. One of my bandmates went 16 Loco one day.
Wow, that's bananas. Hey, like a buddy of mine, we're like,
That's
you know, what the
like
fuck are
blank-
these kids doing? You know, and hey, it's totally legal, right? I ain't buying it again. So we got some Four Locos and some of that synthetic weed, the Mr. Smiley Face or whatever. Dude, that shit will life like that. It is not.
What, the synthetic weed?
It's-
Or the,
yeah. It was the first time that I was like, no, the authorities, they need to stop this. I was like, can we bring McCarthy and fucking Nixon to stop this?
It's
Like,
like good buzz.
dude, it was
And it was,
horrible.
but you know what their pitch was, though, right?
was
Like they just
fucking-
changed a molecule.
Dude, but it was super potent.
Yeah.
And
So it wasn't tetrahydro
Yeah, well,
cannabis
THC.
or whatever.
Just say THC.
No, but like they just took one little thing.
yeah,
out
well, legal.
Yeah,
it's
they
legal.
put hydrogen in there.
Yeah.
What happens to
Hey,
humans?
check it out, bro.
you know?
I thought I was a ceiling fan after I fucking smoked that shit and drank some Four Loko. I need to go down right now,
You went full on synthetic.
dude. It was. Oh yeah.
Synthetic
No,
weed.
that's right. Well, you gotta watch out with some shit, you know. Anyway, all right. Play
Let's
some
hit the
music.
songs,
Yes.
man.
All right,
do it.
thanks,
We're
guys.
at-
Thank you,
Thanks
Mr.
for
Joel,
joining.
for having us.
Awesome.
All
man.
right.
Thank you, listeners.
4 and 5.
It's going.
Funeral homes, church, and
That's what it looks like. It's all funeral homes.
I remember this one.
Yeah.
We did actually. I just wrote the song that year.
Yeah,
We hadn't
this
even
is the one I
recorded
remember.
it yet.
This is the one I
Someone came up to
remember.
me afterwards and said, that's kind of like Lou Reed.
every man
Where to me it's kind of Tom Waits. And the boom, boom, boom is kind of
but the street
under my thumb.
never
Sometimes they have the vibes in there, you know.
I think the Tom Waits.
Yeah.
Living when you're alive, 'cause you're only lying when you're dead. Where your Sunday bed, the church using more
Yes, it is.
instead.
Like coffee or no?
Or
I think you made me drink some.
and get some ice. Bulletproof glass, but
Do you have a PayPal
then
account or
I
no?
just
I
want
do.
to buy
I'll
some
PayPal you some
wine.
It cost me like $5
Have
for
no
the silver.
peace.
Whenever you're ready.
I'll send you.
And I don't know if I have your. I don't think we're.
Right, we are.
But we will be coming now. We don't have to worry about that.
Let me get your email.
Okay.
I'll send you.
Mystery like this. MYSTERE@bellsouth.net.
That's your PayPal, the one that you're.
Yes, it is.
Shows you your soul,
Is it dot or just
and it shows
Mr. E. ISTERE@bellsouth.net.
how many cities
No, it doesn't. In fact, actually,
in
they don't
one
read
uptown.
capitals on your email, but
Doesn't matter
I don't
what
think it
gets
did.
you, will just end up in the ground. Pick out your box and your headstone, then pick up some old granddad.
Well, Mystery and the Mr. Entertainment, the Pookiesmackers, you can find me there. That's my regular one, Steven. It's a very popular Hungarian name. A lot of
Where you come
yeah, you'll find
from?
that.
Got that?
You'll have to pass through
Hometown,
Hotel.
the sand
Hollywood.
And what's your
I love
higher
your
one?
well. That's your Steven Toth, but you may. Well, maybe. Eric?
on your road
Wow.
What is it?
and see it for
You got it. Okay, is that you, right?
Yes, it is. You got it.
getting old.
Is that your cat?
What's that?
Oh, that-
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Here's mine over here.
Liquor
That's a
store
very cool one.
might be
This
the
is yours.
day.
Oh, you want it one, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You know more.
No, what?
You know what this reminds me of? I don't know if you know of this.
And wish
Smoke
it
Burnett.
Sure, of
you
course.
well.
Kind of gives you that vibe. Like
guess
Judas had
it's
to be
better.
stuff, you know, like
Right, yeah.
and
In hell.
kind of stuff. I love it.
So this one's the butthole surgery. This one too.
Yeah.
Stop streaming.
Hey Chuck, how do you do the whole thing?